What's up guys? Today I'm joined by King Ranny to walk you all through one dribble tip for every rank in Rocket League.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Ranny. I've coached hundreds of players in 1v1s, and now I'm the head coach for the GCR program.
So no matter where you're at watching right now, you'll be able to find something in this video that pertains to your rank.
Thanks Luke for letting me collaborate on this video with you. I'm sure we can help a lot of people improve their dribbling play.
Speaking of, if you want the most direct coaching feedback, you're in the right place, because today we are officially opening enrollment for Season 6 of my private coaching program, the Grand Champ Roadmap. For context, last season we sold out the 100 seats that we had opened for Season 5 early. So if you're 18 plus years old and you're serious about ranking up in Rocket League, you can go down to the description below and message me on Discord with the keyword FIRST to get in on coaching before everyone else. Otherwise, enjoy the video, guys. Alright, so to start, we're going to be lumping bronze and silver together because I think the ranks are more or less the same when it comes to dribbling, and all my goal is for you, if you're bronze or silver, is to learn how to control your steering. For this level, we're not going to get into any carrying mechanics, any fancy dribble mechanics. The only thing I want you to do is learn how to move the ball up the field with soft touches rather than big, hard ones. Honestly, if you could take the ball up and down the field while keeping your card near it, people at bronze and silver just won't expect it, and you will win just by being able to somewhat control the ball and know how to steer. Practice moving the ball up the field in training, and you should be set for bronze and silver.
For gold, we'll be focusing on the soft touch into a hard touch, preferably at a horizontal angle. We're going to be working on hook shots and also just generally changing the direction of the ball as well. It's important to work on the first touch because if it's too hard, then you'll just be handing the ball back to your opponent for free. So emphasize keeping the ball close to you as you're catching it, and then instead of just going in a straight line forward, pay attention to where your opponent is and try to dribble at an angle away from them. Doing so should give you space between you and your opponent, more vision, and it should allow you to be able to set up hook shots, which are a really good way of scoring on a low-level player. For Plat, we're going to be focusing on getting the ball on top of your car, carrying the ball, basic flicks, and also the double jump pop. Working on this should improve your ability to control the ball vertically, meaning you're going to be able to flick the ball up, pop the ball up, shoot the ball up. Any one of those work at getting the ball over your opponent. To get the ball on top of your car, drive into it from the side, and then match the speed of the ball, balanced near the back of the car's hood. For flicks, you want the ball to be on your hood so that it can go both forwards and upwards. But for the double jump pop, you're going to want the ball to be more near the middle of your car. If it's center on the middle of your car and you do a double jump, it should go really high in the air.
Now, stepping up to Diamond, the two main things I want you to focus on are quick catches into flicks. In Diamond, people are likely going to be challenging you very quickly. And I'd say the biggest part of dribbling that people don't practice enough here is the actual catch. Flicks are mostly a function of gaining control of the ball and having it in the right spot on your car, which is why I think catches and dribbling are something I want to emphasize so much more here. What I recommend doing is going into a catch training pack like the one I have linked on screen. Practice getting a soft first touch, turning very, very quickly, and flicking at the earliest point. This means if the ball is to your left, you'll likely have to flip left. If it's in front of you, you'll flip forward. And if it's to your right, you'll flip right, just with the goal of getting that flick off as quick as possible. This will lead nicely into our champ section. What I want you to focus on is slowing things down. In champ, it becomes more important to be able to react to your opponent. And so two things we're going to focus on in champ is dribbling on an angle, controlling our dribbles, and then also low 50-50s. First, dribbling on an angle means taking the ball downfield in a way that isn't just straight towards the center of the opponent's net. Ideally, you want to dribble on an angle away from your opponent. So if your opponent is positioned opposite on the left side of the field, you should take it down the right. And if the opponent is on the right side of the field, you should try to dribble across onto the left. Dribbling on an angle allows you better vision, more time, and will just make it easier to anticipate what your opponent is doing. The only thing is, dribbling on an angle requires you to be able to control the ball. And this is where practicing carries and something like Dribble to Overhaul or a dribble map comes in very key. The second thing that's going to help us be able to react to our opponents in Champ is low 50-50s. If people expect you to flick, low 50-50s are a great way to punish early challengers. The key with a low 50-50 that a lot of people don't understand is the setup. What you want to do with a low 50-50 is roll the ball a little bit away from your car, slow down, and create a gap so that way you hit the ball second and you let your opponent roll over it. You don't want to just 50-50 straight into the ball because your car will act as a ramp. Creating that space gap and then jumping creates more of a wall that blocks their challenge. The main situations you want to look for low 50s is when you know your opponent is challenging early and challenging high. Another application of the low 50-50 is in a sort of fake style, where if you notice your opponent is flat-footed on their goal line and they're expecting you to flick it, oftentimes the safest way to go is to just drop the ball off your car and go for a sort of low 50-50 fake kind of thing, trying to just push the ball into their net. I use this a lot if I notice the opponent is out of position on their goal line, not shadowing properly. Practice these 50s in Champ and you'll be able to punish ball chasers so much easier.
For Grand Champ, we're going to be working on mid-volleys. Mid-volleys are basically grown-up bounce dribbles. The goal of mid-volleys is to be able to shoot at unexpected times while the ball is near or at the peak of the bounce. Khaled is someone that pioneered this style of shooting. He sets up a bounce dribble and has practiced being able to shoot at nearly any point through the bounce. The way I train this is dribbling at an angle in free play, keeping the bounce, and then try and shoot the ball as it's bouncing up or at the top of the bounce. In conclusion, if you're able to do this, and you're able to shoot at any point of the bounce, your bounce dribbling is going to be a lot more threatening. For SSL, we'll be focusing on two things: power slide turns and drift catches. Power slide can be used in multiple ways, including improving your ability to make sharper and more direct movements and plays on the ball. When mastered, they should put you in positions that your opponent won't expect because you will have turned sharper and faster than what is considered normal. If you want to train drifting, I recommend watching Luke's video that gives a great training routine to work on them. I personally utilize a training pack that I made. If you want it, then you can find it in the video description down below.
That was one dribble tip for every rank. Thanks so much to Ranny for coming on and helping me make this video. Couldn't have done it without him. I'll have his links down in the description below. And if you want to see more of Ranny behind the scenes, I guess the best place to do it now is in the coaching program. So I'll have that link down below. But as always, most importantly, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace, guys.